Greetings, car fanatics. So I'm here for the final drive in my 997 for 2016, and I wanted to share some of my reflections on car ownership and what it means to be passionate about vehicles. So when I purchased my car a couple years ago, I spent about $60,000 on it, and so far I've been really happy with the 997, but I think in hindsight I wouldn't have spent as much on a fun car, simply because I'm really anal about this car. I'm really worried about parking it. I don't want it to get messed up. I also don't want to put on a ton of miles. But looking back on things, had I known what I know now, I would probably get a cheaper vehicle. So let's say you want a nice car. You don't have to spend a ton of money to really get a nice car and have a lot of fun with it. So if you're on a $10,000 budget, you could probably get a Porsche Boxster first generation. While it's a Porsche Boxster and it doesn't have the most power out there, it's still a Porsche and it's going to give you that really great Porsche driving experience. If you want to spend a little bit more, maybe around $15,000, you could get a really nice Honda S2000. Now, the Honda S2000 is a great little roadster. You can put the top down and enjoy the nice weather. Additionally, you could rev it up to 9,000 RPM as well. Now, if you want to get into 911s, and let's say you have $20,000 to spend, I would highly recommend you consider the 996. So I know it has the fried egg headlights and it doesn't have the greatest iconic look, but I drove one this past weekend and I have to say it was just an absolute pleasure to drive. Even with just 296 horsepower and a Tiptronic transmission, I didn't feel that it was underpowered. When I was on the gas, full throttle, I thought it accelerated very nicely, and I loved the way the engine sounded. But my favorite car I would recommend to you all for around $25,000 is the first generation Porsche Cayman. Now, the Porsche Cayman has 295 horsepower. If you get that with the 6-speed transmission, sport suspension, and the sport kernel package, you're going to have so much fun in that car, carving corners. Additionally, because it's only $25,000, you probably won't be as anal with that car. You can drive it as a daily driver. You won't be afraid to put on the miles, and if something happens to it, it's not the end of the world. So there you have it, car fanatics. My advice for you all is that you should think about where cars fit into your life in terms of priority. If you don't have the budget to purchase that latest 911 or that M4 or whatever car it is you're interested in, I wouldn't recommend that you work really hard and put all of your money solely into car payments. What I would recommend is that you find something within your budget, because there are plenty of used cars out there that will fit your budget and will give you as good of a driving experience as some of these newer cars without any of the hassle. Well, there you have it, car fanatics. I wanted to just create a quick video to share my reflections to end out 2016. Join me in 2017 for new videos. If you like this channel, subscribe if you haven't yet already. Leave any questions or comments below.